Welcome to Friday's Flavor, everybody. It is your girl JoJo coming at you from Schenectady, New York, and we are here today with Colleen Parisi, who does one of the best things ever. I'm so excited to tell you guys about it. She actually owns a business where she helps people have the best time at any Disney park in the universe. And there's more off the planet that you don't know about, which is why I said the universe. She's that good. I'm just kidding. But you've got to check out A Walk in the Park with Colleen.net and meet the lovely Colleen. Colleen, thank you so much for being on and for joining us. You know, I got super excited when I met you about what you do. So I'm really hoping that you'll give everybody a little background on what you do in your own words.
Oh, well, thank you, Jolie. I love what I do. I
Mhm.
love to help people plan their days in the park so they have fun instead of stress. So often you hear people talking about going to Disney and they're just like overwhelmed. Well, if you know what you need to know, you can have a great time and I'm not going to say relaxing, but let's say it's going to be fun. And so I just make it easy for people. I love it. What help?
That's an amazing service because it is stressful, and the whole purpose of going to a park like that is to so that your children, usually, but if you're an adult, whatevs, do you, boo. I know a lot of adults who go to Disney, but it's to have fun and enjoy yourself. Relax again, maybe doesn't come to mind for me because I have been to amusement parks with my 3 children. So it is not a relaxing experience as a parent all the time. You have to, I've never been to Disney, as you know. We've had this discussion. I in my whole life have never been to Disney, which sucks. We are going to change that. But imagine that it's even crazier there because it's packed. I hear that lines are wild. There's so much to do, you could never do it in one day, and so most people end up kind of like paralysis of analysis, right? Don't even know where to start. So I love that, and I think that's an important service. Tell me, when did you start and what inspired you?
I started about 4.5 years ago. Actually, it's coming close to five. End of March will be 5 years I've been doing this. What I was inspired by was my husband and I learned, sadly, a long time ago, we weren't going to be able to have kids. So we made the decision that we would take our nieces and nephews when the youngest turned 5 to Disney. We'd pay for everything for the kids. If the parents wanted to go, great. If they don't, that's fine too. You'd be surprised. The parents want to go, though.
Yeah, I
So
would want to go. I definitely would want to go.
I can't tell you how many times I heard from people, oh, I want to be your niece. I want to be your nephew. So it's a lot of fun. And so we start doing it. Of course, as the kids are going older, we're getting more experiences. We're taking more and we're taking trips so we can kind of research what's going on. And so all of a sudden I have friends or family saying, hey, you want to help me? I see you're dining in Cinderella's castle. You're not standing in line. How do you do that? So I started helping friends and family. And at this point, like 15 years ago, I said to my husband, I need to start a business to help people
Yeah.
plan Disney. I said, it gives me a chance to do my Disney. And
Yeah. When did you start taking your nieces and nephews to the parks?
oh, let's see. That was, I gotta think, Charles is 23. So
Oh
he was
God.
5, so 18.
Wait, so you've been a Disney park regular for 20 odd years, for like 25 years.
Yes.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
It's
No
great.
wonder.
I think it's 40 trips to Disney World in Florida.
I'm so jealous though, like a little bit jealous, really. Mom, why? Why didn't you one time? I'm going to have this talk with my therapist later.
Here you go. And here's a funny thing. The first time I went, I was 19.
Yeah, that's great.
Another fun fact, my father has never been to a Disney park.
Really?
Desire to go, no desire. He's 81, but I didn't say that. No desire. That's not his thing.
No,
But that kind of leads me
not
to
for everybody.
something else when I'm talking to people is, if Disney's not your thing, that's great. My only wish and desire for people is that they have that happy place.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's the beach, New Orleans, California, Caribbean, Europe, Mexico,
Yeah.
wherever you is, I just want people to have that happy place.
I love that. And that's you do everybody needs that and everybody has their thing, right? So I know a family who has older children. All of their kids are grown up, right? And they do cruises every year and they get the family together and I think they've done Disney cruises because I've seen the pics. But they that's their thing. They do, and that's their relax time, and they do it every single year. And the cool thing is, they plan it with the entire family from all over the country. So, like, they have family in Pennsylvania, they're from New York, they have family in other parts of the country, and they all plan to go on the same cruise, and they book rooms that are all next to each other. So they have the whole family vacationing together. And the cool thing is that they've told me is that with like when it comes to cruises, everything's all inclusive. There's a lot, it's very unstressful because of that. The stress factor is gone because the food's there, the liquor's there if you want it, the room is there. You just go and you show up to the events and you don't it's all in one place compared to like vacationing out of the country and you're walking all over places you have no idea where you're at and think, you know what I mean? So that's their thing and I like that. I agree. I think everybody needs to have that relaxed space, that revamp time. I wish mine was at Disney. Just kidding.
Well,
Um,
cruises can be a great time, and as you say, everyone, that's important. Especially, here's another thing: when you're doing Disney, everyone
yeah.
needs their own space. Send them back to their rooms.
Yeah. Have you been on a cruise, a Disney cruise before?
I have not been on a Disney cruise. I've been on other cruise, but not on Disney. That's
We won't tell Disney. We'll keep it
I
between
was
us.
hoping to do that this year.
Oh, COVID. Thanks, COVID. I was supposed to do Puerto Rico for the first time this year, which was very disappointing. Yeah, but oh well, it happens. So tell me, you told me there were parks all over the world, right? And you've been to a lot of them. What are some of the coolest ones you've been to?
Well, I've been to Disneyland, California. That sadly is not even open yet, reopened, I should say.
All right,
But
right.
it is so cool because you're walking in Walt's footsteps.
Oh,
It's a very, very cool feeling for that. I thought that was very unique, and it was kind of weird because the city is all around it, so it's very unusual in that way. I have been to Disneyland Paris. That was very cool, and I'm excited to say that the Ratatouille ride that is opening at Epcot in Florida came from Disneyland Paris.
really?
It is such a cool ride. I can't wait for it to open here.
Oh,
So
that's exciting.
so cool. That was neat, and it was different. Different feel to it. It is was a little bit outside Paris, so it had space. So similar idea,
Yeah.
where Disney World in Florida has all that space around it because Disney is what I forget, like 48 square miles or something. It's huge. I have yet to hit the Orient. So over there, you've got the newest Shanghai Disney, you've got the Hong Kong Disney, and you've got Tokyo Disney. I would love to do a trip. Again, I was hoping to get into that, but it's with all the travel.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, you just gave me such a good idea because
uh,
I've been wanting to go to China for a while and my husband does too. And I'm a big Jet Li fan. I'm obsessed with Jet Li. And one of the destinations that's on my like I need to go now list, my big travel list is Shanghai, China. So when you just said Shanghai Disney, I went, okay, now I got an excuse to put this on the books. I'm totally down to go to Disney in China. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing.
and a friend of mine did go there. She brought me back maps from the parks and stuff, and she said it was wonderful. And the new Tron ride was supposed to open this year at Magic Kingdom, sadly looking like it might not make that 50th anniversary for October 1st. That started in Shanghai.
Wow.
She wrote it and she says it was so intense.
Yeah.
It was an amazing ride.
Now, is Disney a cool place for people who aren't ride people too? I mean, that I've
A-
heard that.
Absolutely, because you have shows. Plus, me, I'm a people watcher. and just watching people and their response, there's not currently, but regularly be character meet and greets, uh, parades. There's a lot of shows, but just watching the people
Yeah. That's more
is
my thing. I like to kind of like just chill and see my kids enjoy themselves and everybody else enjoying themselves. But I'm not so much a ride person anymore. I mean, I don't know if it was kids or whatever, but I think it was after I had kids, all of a sudden things that never made me nauseous and sick suddenly made me nauseous and sick. So I went on a roller coaster, I want to say a couple years ago, and I was like, they take the picture, they take the picture. Everybody in
oh
the
no.
picture is kind of like they're yelling, and they've got like smiles, and there's me. I'm like, I've got four chins, and I'm like, ooh.
That's me on the rock and roller coaster of the Hollywood studios.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, I can't do any rides anymore. Anything that moves, I get nauseous. So
Uh,
not cool. But I bet there's a lot to do. Um, what are your
Also looking for details. Disney hide things, or there might be a name of something like in a window, and that name has a meaning. Big one is the Magic Kingdom. There's the second and third stories on that first section. When you're
Mhm.
walking down Main Street, every single one of those windows has a business listed on it. And every single one of them, there is a hidden meaning to it.
Oh yeah,
Plus, just looking for hidden. Yep.
really? Do you know what any
Yep.
what are the hit like what is the hidden meaning like? You don't have to tell me the exact ones, but like what is the general?
Well, there are several windows for companies that Walt put together in order to buy property in Florida, because they knew as soon as the word got out that Disney was trying to buy property, the cost for that property would skyrocket.
Right.
So they used different
How
names.
smart of him. Mhm.
They used
Okay,
different
that's
names
really smart. Yeah.
to do that so he could, they're legitimate purchases, but he
Right.
was trying to buy them under, I forget what they
At the
were.
regular retail cost, not the Disney retail cost.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, smart.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. So they have that hidden meaning behind it then. And so there's little details all over the park you have to kind of like watch for. That's
Right. And
interesting.
also, sometimes it's not to different Disney Imagineers who may have, whoever, like a big part in Disney, there's a nod to them.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's so nice. I
It,
gotta I gotta say I didn't know a lot about Walt Disney until I had kids. And and now my kids watch, of course, a ton of Disney stuff. And we ended up my kids like to watch those the extra bonus features and things like that. They really like to watch the director's cut. That's what they're called, where they get like the background of how movies are made and things like that. So I ended up learning a lot about Disney because of my kids.
yeah, they did an amazing one on Frozen 2,
Did they?
for the how it all came together, and you're watching the people, and you're like, wow. And they really, remember part, blanking out right now on the woman who did Anna,
Oh,
uh,
and oh, I know her name too.
Kristen Bell, right?
Kristen Bell. Yes.
That's it. And you can see her singing this song, and she's crying because they they are that person, and that whole emotions is so become so real.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that she's a really amazing actress
Yeah.
and singer. She's very talented. And I haven't seen the Frozen 2 extra, the director's cut or the back. No, I haven't seen it yet. And I know it's probably on Disney Plus, isn't it? Are you now? So you're a big Disney parks fan. We get that. Are you a big Disney movies fan as well? Do you watch Disney movies?
Absolutely. I love them. And I sometimes have a conflict when they create a live action of, to me, old classic Disney's.
Yeah.
Like one that took Maleficent with Angelina Jolie, which was absolutely incredible
Yeah.
live. But I will bet you it was out for 6 years or something before I even saw it.
Oh, really? I liked it. I thought it was good. Yeah, it does not stick to the Disney storyline, which is fine. Um, It was like unique. It was, and I thought it was really good though.
Right.
But okay, so I feel you there. I'm a big Disney geek. I'm glad I have kids now because at least now I don't look like a total weirdo when I'm
Uh,
watching these movies.
everyone, it's,
Kids movies are better than adult movies nowadays. Let's just
yes.
be real. They are.
And I mean, it's amazing how much Disney has. Think about the live actions that some people don't think about. I mean, I think most people are like National Treasure 2. You've got all these Marvels movies, which are tons out there. But Disney is into a lot of different things.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
And people don't get it. So you're surprised what you find on there. And actually on Disney Plus, I'm sure you've got that with your kids.
Yeah.
The National Geographic stuff, my husband loves watching that.
Me too. My husband's a big documentary buff, loves documentaries, and that is a big reason we got in Disney Plus. That and Marvel. My kids love Marvel, the Marvel movies. They rewatch them over and over and over again. It's great. No, they love the Marvel movies, and I like that the old classics are in there. Like you couldn't get them on VHS in the 2000 after the 2000s. You just couldn't get them anymore. The original classics came out on Disney Plus, and I was like, that alone, boom, I purchased. You couldn't remember how remember how they would like release the Disney DVDs and VHSs back in the day. They would release them at special times. They would not, you couldn't just go and buy The Lion King whenever you wanted. And I didn't realize that until I went to go search for The Lion King on DVD once. And I was like, wow, why the hell can't I find a Lion King DVD anywhere except for on like eBay or like trade websites for $50? I don't get it. What the hell? And then I realized they don't do it that way. They release it at anniversaries, like every 20 years, and then they make a big deal about it, which is, I mean, Disney can get away with this, of course. This is a great marketing, thing for them, but they release diamond editions and platinum editions and stuff.
That's when I start feeling old, when they start releasing those. I'm like, yeah, I remember when those came out.
Yeah, I remember having I got the Disney book club when I was a kid. Every month we'd get books and we got stickers and stamps, Disney stamps, Mickey Mouse. I loved Mickey Mouse as a kid. My last question, and I'm going to tweak it. Usually I ask, what is your number one tip for an entrepreneur out there listening? But in your case, what is your number one tip for a parent planning Disney?
Do your research. The first tip would be obviously hire me to help you so you don't have as much to worry about.
That's my first tip.
Number one, reach out to me. If you feel that you don't want to do that, research. And what I find, don't let it overwhelm you and say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Quite frankly, I tell people it's never too early to start planning.
Yeah.
18 months, 2 years is not too early to start planning.
No, not for a big trip like that. I don't think either. I think it makes more sense to start early. Then you can budget properly. You don't feel overwhelmed and stressed. Like, we're getting so close to the date and I don't have X, Y, and Z done. That's how I do things, folks. Don't do it like I do it like Colleen does. And you can find more information about her and what she does at a walkintheparkwithcolleen.net. I said at the beginning, I'm going to say it again right now, a walk in the park with Colleen with 2 L's and 2 E's. .net. I'll put it in the bottom too. It'll be on the bar on the bottom of this the program here, so nobody misses it. But it's been a pleasure talking with you. I am super excited to plan my trip for Disney. And by the way, guys, we all have to convince her to do a video. This is my new mic. I don't have a professional mic and headset. This is my new mic. We have to convince Colleen to do a video of her showing everybody her house, because that poster behind her is nothing. Don't show it right now. Don't show people, because I want the suspense will be amazing. But she has a whole house at Disney. All right. You guys drop comments and just email her. What's your email address so people email you just to annoy you about this?
It's very easy. Colleen at a walkintheparkwithcolleen.net.
There you go. You can't forget it. Email her and bug her. to get this to come out. I want to see it so bad. But you've been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. And as always, we hope every day feels like Friday to you. Happy Friday, everybody.
Okay, thank you, Jolie.